8 hours ago, President Donald Trump sent a memo out, and it says, "This morning I ordered precision military airstrikes on the senior ISIS attack planner and the other terrorists he recruited and led them in Somalia. These killers who were found hiding in caves threaten the United States and our allies." I'm not going to read it all to you, but this is something that's going on right now.
So his 9th day in presidency. I believe it's been 9 days now. I believe that's correct. 10, somewhere around in there. Anyway, he has already signed so many executive orders, and now we're actually bombing airstrikes with Somalia. He said, "Our military has targeted this ISIS attack planner for years, but Biden and his cronies would not act quickly." And he says, "I did." He said, "We will find you and we will kill you." This man is on a mission. Not only is he looking at the Mexican cartels, which we'll talk about in another video that we just did, that he's thinking about going after. He's doing all these executive orders. He's gotten hostages released. I mean, this man...
And now he's dealing with this.
Yes.
They destroyed the caves that ISIS was living in. There's people that live in caves.
Well, they have underground tunnels and all kind of crazy stuff.
Killed many terrorists without in any way harming civilians. That is a win-win, right? Our military has targeted the ISIS attack planner for years. Biden's crony wouldn't, attack. I'm not going to restate what she just said, but I have some more if you would rather hear me.
Yeah, keep going. I mean, I think he is really stepping up to the plate.
Well, listen.
And
this just came out, actually.
Okay.
Check this out.
Is it live?
Hang with me.
Not the people you see on television. I defeated 100% of the ISIS caliphate. Everyone said that couldn't be done. And I did it in a matter of weeks. We have great generals, we have great military, but not the people you see on television. All other presidents failed. After 20 years, they failed. They worked so hard. They thought so hard. They didn't know what they were doing. All of the presidents before me failed. For 20 years, I defeated ISIS in just a matter of weeks. Thank you.
You got to give that man credit. That he never stops working. I think he doesn't even sleep.
He did the strike 8 hours ago. Mm-hmm. 2 hours after that, he puts out a, "Hey, I told you so. I hadn't been here long. I got this done in 2 weeks." Whoa.
Yep, he is. On another note,
he's a leader.
He is. You can like him or not like him, but he is very decisive.
You have to respect his
You have to
work
respect
ethic.
it. You have to respect him. He also just got 6 of our Americans freed from Venezuela. Okay, this is something that surprised me because I have not heard about this in news hardly at all. I think I heard maybe one news media briefly mention it. How many of you guys have heard the news media talk about 6 Americans that were being held in Venezuela? And he made a phone call, and there's a video on Twitter, which I shared. You guys follow us on Twitter, and showing that they were still in their prison clothes, but they were on the phone thanking Trump, saying thank you so much for freeing us. They're on their way, well, they're home by now, because that was a few hours ago. But that's another thing that he's done. So he is doing definitive action across the world, and I think we're going to step up and actually become America. Well, he said America is great again. Make America great again. Make America healthy again. I'm loving it.
So far, he's doing what he says.
Yep.
That's more than any other president in my lifetime has ever done. Okay? Now, if I look distracted, it's because we're setting up a new studio.
Yes.
And our dogs are busy trying to knock over lights and everything else present.
Well, they're exploring it. They're trying to figure out what we're doing.
If you're curious about what this number is, and it's your first time here, Stacy and I encourage people to look at precious metals. Look at the prices of precious metals. That's her number. She's a broker for Miles Franklin. We do our best to give the price list to what we believe is the best deals. That's where I bought mine before I was a broker, and now I know Andy Sheckman personally, and that's how I get my precious metal. They show up at your door, physical, not paper. Like get real money. Inflation's real. I don't care who the president is. It's already kind of baked in. What's going to happen is going to happen. Nobody can turn it around, okay? So that's what's going on here.
Well, one more thing before we go, I'm going to throw this in there. Chuck, this is just a funny thing, I think. Chuck Schumer is now officially under investigation by the Department of Justice for making threats against conservative U.S. Supreme Courts. And if you guys remember justices, if you guys remember here a while back, he came out with a video and he said, "We are coming after you." And you guys get on Twitter, you can find the video. But he said that he was going to unleash the wrath and all this kind of stuff. And so they say they're going to come after him now. So interesting last 2 weeks.
Has Trump said that? Did that come out of Trump's mouth? Because if it come out of Trump's mouth, it might happen. Other than that, it's just a bunch of talk.
I don't know.
I've never seen anybody held responsible for their actions in the government. Have you? Ever? One time.
Very rare.
One time.
Very rare.
One time. Name it. Somebody in the comments, please name one time somebody in the government was held responsible and like tied to the whipping post. You know what I mean?
So when I used to work for the government, unfortunately, typically it was the lower level that took the blame
I'm talking
for
about
an upper
Chuck
level.
Schumer, Nancy Pelosi.
No, very rare. No, I don't know if I can think of one right now. I don't know.
There's not any. That's why you can't think of one. You'd like to be able to.
I would.
Because it would mean that, wow, our government's not that bad.
Yeah.
I don't know it. And if you know it, please put it in the comments. Okay? Thank you for being here. Have an awesome, awesome day. Later.